you and Nick Gage, what did that mean to you?
It was nerve-wracking because I always wanted to wrestle Nick. Like, I've known Nick for years. First time I met him was at that TOD 7. And when I showed up, he was in the U-Haul getting dressed. Everybody else was sitting outside there at the barn or at the farm. And he said, you're the only other one that can get dressed in here. And I was like, oh, okay. Awesome. And then he didn't treat me like an asshole. He talked to me like I was a normal person. That was the first time I never been talked down to because I was super green at the time. So I was used to being like the dojo boy, the youngest one on the totem pole, you know?
Yeah.
And to know that person and then watch his whole entire career and how this person has just become this larger than life entity in the very fucking thing that you do. It's a little overwhelming. And then you got to remember, Nikki's super crazy too. So Nikki's brain goes where a vindictive girl's brain goes when we really want to hurt somebody. Like, it's nuts. And I love Nikki. That's with all love and stuff. But then you got to take on that factor of what Nikki are you going to get today? Either way, you know you're in a fight. And it's very overwhelming. But at the same time, as you're going through it, it's so surreal. Like, it's something I'm going to remember on my deathbed. Like, that's going to be a moment I'm going to feel, because the whole energy, the vibe of the crowd was fucking amazing. It was so bald hot, guys. Like, let's not lie. I could taste people. Not even just in the locker room, but walking through the crowd because of how humid it was there. You got to take it effect. Everybody did what they did at that tournament. Hot as balls, in the sun, like, in this environment that's like outdoors, so you've got all these other different elements. There was a pit of stuff that Nikki just gravitated to. Where Nikki goes, I guess you got to follow. But it was fun, which is crazy for me to say, but I am crazy. It was educational. It really allowed me to kind of measure myself. Like, I always compare myself to who I'm wrestling. Like, can I match this person, or do I think this person is better than me? And how can I try to learn different things from everybody. And Nikki, it's so hard to learn everything you can during the match because there's a lot. And then you got the emotions that go through it. I don't see it. How do I explain this? He incites such an emotion in that crowd too, where it's like so fucking electric. So you take the heat and the electricity of the fucking crowd, and it's so fucking overwhelming. It's powerful. My hairs were standing up. I had to take a breath. I had to just take it in at the beginning. I think I hit a blunt. I was like, no, time out. Like, I gotta come to center with myself. This is a whole different creature, a whole different game. How do I approach this one? And so you just go with it. And then at the end of it, to know that you held your own against somebody like that, especially being, and I hate bringing up the fact that I'm a female, but it's kind of hard to fucking avoid. We bring up the fact that I'm a female wrestling a Nick Gage.
Yeah.
In that setting, in a tournament.
Yeah.
In a fucking tournament, you know, with Bobby Beverly, Eric, like there was so much fucking talent in that tournament.
Yeah. Big Hall of Famers. Yeah.
And every match was something unique, but something fun. Like, it was all entertaining. As hot as it was, that crowd was even hotter. Yeah. What did the temperature get to that day? Like, I can't put over how fucking, like, me, Bobby Beverly, Eric Ryan, at the end, we were like, damn, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, it's a little too much right now. We gotta do something. We ended up going to the basement a lot because it was so cold in the basement because it's underneath the ground. Ugh.
Oh, man.
It was bad. I'd be out there like, look, y'all, I don't know what y'all expect. I can't breathe. My asthma. You got to think, too, the week before I wrestled Masha for GCW, and she wrapped the microphone cord around my neck. Masha could be a little rough, but I get it. So can I. And she did it, and then next thing you know, I couldn't get my fingers in the stricter purple. I was like, oh, I'm going out. There's no fighting this. I'm out. And then after that, I suffered, I don't know, they said it was like, there was like a complication, but I had an upper respiratory infection. So I went into the Wicked 13 tournament. As you can remember, I was like, dude, I can't breathe. Like, it's in my chest.
Oh, man.
I kept hitting my inhaler. I'm like, this is not working. I'm going to need a breathing treatment when I get home. Like, I had to have 2 breathing treatments last time. But yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
So
I don't know. How
it
you
was,
do it.
it was like, that's when somebody says, what's your favorite tournament? That's right there.
Really, the atmosphere,
Yeah.
the overall, the guys, the atmosphere. It was their 10th tournament, so that
10th
ties the
tournament
record.
win.
What's that? Tied the record? Beat
That
the
had the record. Yeah, absolutely.